All right, in our financial fix, many grandparents with extra cash in the bank are gifting it to their children and grandchildren. I'm not talking about kids who haven't gotten out of the house. That's not what I mean. Okay, gifting doesn't just benefit the recipient. It can also help out the person doing the giving. So here to tell us how it works, financial advisor Karen Lee. Karen, good to talk to you. Glad you're here.
You too.
We're not just talking about writing out a check indiscriminately. No. You're talking about a plan and very specific reasons why people want to gift. So
Correct.
What's the why of it?
And thank you for clarifying, by the way, that we're not talking about helping out kids that are coming back home saying, I need help.
That's different.
So you've clearly defined that you've got extra money and you want to give it away. You might have a financial advisor or an estate attorney telling you you need to reduce your estate. But mostly what you'd like to do is give that money while you're alive versus waiting till you die.
Okay.
So that's the why people give.
All right. Now let's talk about what you can give.
Right. Okay. Now,
to be strategic about it.
Right. Now, of course, you can just write a check. First, let's go over the rules. Every donor is allowed to give up to $13,000 a year to any amount of donees. So if it's a married couple, that's 2 donors, so that's $26,000. And the number of donees they give to is unlimited. Okay, so if you do need to reduce your estate, you can do a lot there. And they don't have to be related to you. But
really?
They don't. But generally, you're going to see grandparents gifting to grandkids.
Absolutely.
And my favorite thing for them to do is look at their portfolio. And if they have stocks that they bought 20, 30, 40 years ago, and they're highly appreciated, they don't want to sell them because there's all those capital gains, gift those shares in kind to your grandkid. Because if you are single and earn under 34 grand a year, then you're in the 10 or 15% tax bracket or zero. You pay no capital gains. So you gift that whole amount.
Sense.
Right.
That makes a lot of sense.
So that's my favorite thing for them to do.
Okay. And you also next stocks. So how?
Right.
How do you go about doing this?
So basically, what's the best way now? I've determined what I'm going to give and how much and to who. Where should I have them put it? So the one thing that's pretty common is what's called a UTMA. That's Uniform Transfer to Minor Act.
Yes.
Replace the UGMA, uniform gift. That is an irrevocable gift to a minor. It becomes theirs for any use at all at majority age, which here in Georgia is 18. In some states, it's 18 or when you graduate high school, whichever's later. There's like 2 states that it's 19 still. So that's popular. Child can use it for anything. What I love personally is the 529 plan.
Very, very popular now, aren't they?
They are, and they encourage the kids to get higher education because if you use those funds for college, technical schools, I believe too, then all the gain in the investment you get tax-free.
Wow.
Right.
Very good.
But there are penalties if you don't. So it encourages the kids. So I like that one. There's still savings bonds, which have always been
the good old-fashioned way.
Right? They've always been considered the safest because they're backed by the U.S. government. I think that might be a little questionable these days. Just a little bit. The interest on those, if used for college, also tax-free. And then, of course, just an outright gift. Write a check.
All right. And what if you want to give more than $13,000?
Well, hopefully we've got people in that situation, which is beautiful.
And hopefully you're on the receiving end of it.
Wouldn't that be great? The 529 plan has a special provision. You can fast forward 5 years of gifting. So 13 times 5, that's $65,000. You can put up front in that plan. Can't gift for 5 more years. Another thing, though, that I don't think people realize is grandparents are allowed to pay tuition or medical costs unlimited amount outright as long as you write that check to the institution
directly to it
or the hospital or medical facility. So if you want to just pay for the college, don't worry about that 13,000 number, and you could just write checks directly.
I love this idea.
Yeah.
It's fantastic. It's a way to help your family.
It is.
Which, as long as you've worked on this earth, you want to be able to give back to your family.
And you want to do it while you're alive and see the benefit of the gift.
I love it. I love it. All right, let's get your information out here because I really love the title of your book. It's Just Money, so why does it cause so many problems? That is the name of Karen Lee's book, and you can also reach Karen at KarenLeeandAssociates.com. It's a pleasure and very informative.
Thanks, Richelle.
Thank you. Well, one simple food.